Wow, 3 seconds and 70 milliseconds into this and I'm already disturbed. Way to go, BBC. You just broke a record.
Our staff have almost become like mini celebrities.
I have no idea what any of this stuff is, but it looks like great fun.
You don't know what any of it is? Like, not even the stuffed animals behind you? That's kind of depressing and sad.
Meet Hideki Nugent.
Hi Hideki Nugent, I'm the Demon Teddy, and this is my friend. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Thank you for having me, Demon Teddy Bear, and salutations everyone. The name is Dr. Hipster Jen, and I was invited to do this collaboration with her. Now for those of you who don't know what this is, some of you might know that Demon Teddy made a video called Things Not to Say to an Autistic Person. Now by that point, you think BBC would draw the line there, but they didn't. This video is called Why Do Autistic People Really Love Manga? And just that alone is already kind of disturbing. I don't even know what's worse, this or CNN's accusation of anime being child pornography. I think CNN's worse. But other than that, let's see what Hideki has to say about this, shall we?
Proud owner of this manga store in Glasgow. Manga is a type of Japanese comic. With spin-offs into merchandise and film and television, it's an industry worth billions globally.
Yes, it is actually an industry worth billions globally. In fact, in 2014, the manga industry made a whopping 282 billion yen, which is a whopping 2.3 billion US dollars. And that was only in Japan. I could only imagine what the numbers would be if you factored in worldwide.
I used to work in the games industry where I was a graphic designer. Unfortunately, that company went bust. And I went to the job centre, there's a poster on the wall, and it said, we can help you start your own business if you come up with the idea. They gave me a year of training, and it's become what it has become today after about 12 years of work.
So when I originally watched the video, this was the part where I said, kinda interested in Hideki Nugent's story, I'd be kind of interested in hearing about that, but what does this have to do with autism?
In that time, Nugent has graduated from bedroom to market stall, and now a manga empire of 2 shops. With a successful one established in Birmingham, he was able to open a new one in Glasgow this April.
While I don't particularly see 2 stores as being a empire, I respect what the man has done. He's built a business from the ground up, and he should be given props for that. Way more props than this news story will ever give him. And I use the term news lightly.
We were walking past and my daughter dragged me into the shop.
As well as locals, the shop attracts pilgrims from further afield.
I'm from China, hi. I came here because I love this Pikachu. Pikachu.
Pikachu.
It's Pikachu!
Pikachu!
Seriously? How can you misspell Pikachu? Even a 5-year-old knows how to spell Pikachu. It's like Mario and Link and Sonic. It's something that everyone knows. Even no gamers or non-anime watchers will be able to know who that one character is. It's like Dragon Ball Z or Naruto. It's just so cringeworthy when I see shit like this. I mean, I know Pokemon fanboy, but come on. At least spell the word Pikachu correctly.
Yeah, I have to agree with Hipster on this one. There is no reason the BBC should have gotten this wrong. Especially if they just Googled it. I mean, I Googled it in 3 fucking letters. Moving on.
But for die-hard local fans like these, the shop is also a place to hang out.
It's creative, it's passionate, it's got everything. I love it. It allows you to think outside the box. So it does.
I tend to agree. Anime lets the viewer think outside the box a little bit. Because it presents them with these very interesting environments and these very interesting stories. For instance, there's this anime that I've been watching recently called Psychopaths. I'm gonna show a clip from it now.
Better wrap this thing up before the hostage passes the point of no return.
You don't mean psychohazard, do you?
I do. It's a sad fact crime coefficients can be contagious. Young people these days are rarely exposed to severe stress, so they're likely to break down when confronted with violent actions.
In this anime, psychopathic levels tell you how likely a person is to commit a crime. Interestingly enough, in this anime's universe, a person does not actually have to commit a crime to be a criminal. They just have to think about committing a crime, and their psychopathic levels rise, and these scanner things will pick up on that and register them as a criminal. Once they are registered as a criminal, there are 3 options for them. 1, they go to counseling. 2, they become attack dogs for the government and the police force. Or 3, death. Those are the only options. And oddly enough, this sounds a lot like the world that the SJWs are trying to bring into being, which is exactly why I find what they're trying to do absolutely repulsive.
I think I know what's the best one.
You know, I try very hard to pretend that the Disney Channel doesn't exist. Why would you bring this up? Why?
What? I had to. I love it.
When we applied for Glasgow, we had 819 people apply for the job, and they were all anime fans.
Yeah, no shit, honey!
819 people is outstanding. I'm not really sure why you felt the need to add that they were all anime fans, because that's kind of self-explanatory. They're applying to a job at a place that exclusively sells anime swag, and manga. Of course they're going to like that thing. They're applying to work at a place that sells it. Unneeded information is still unneeded information.
This sense of community and belonging might help to explain why the shop attracts a very different kind of person.
A very different type of person? You mean anime fans? Because anime fans are a very different type of person from, let's say, soap opera fans.
My son's autistic and we'll absolutely love it in here. We live 2.5 hours away, but we're going to have to come back by train. Lots of his friends like it, and it sort of brings him together, like as a community type thing. It's kind of like his safe place, if you will. If he's having a bad day, it calms him right down.
Now, in the description of her son that she gave, there were 2 things in there that were very valid reasons for him liking anime that had nothing to do with his fucking autism. 1, his friends like it, which means that they probably share a common interest, and I'm guessing that not all of his friends are autistic, mostly because the probability of that is astro-fucking-nomical. 2nd, it calms him down. Well, in general, when people read something that they enjoy or watch something that they enjoy, they're calmer while they're doing it. It has nothing to do with autism whatsoever. And fuck you, BBC, for implying that it does. Ugh, I need alcohol. Hipster, can you take the next part for a while?
Hey, Demon Teddy, leave it to me. Also, I will not suggest to drink alcohol. Try meditating, drawing, watch other YouTubers, read manga, watch anime. Even hentai, it works for me. I don't know about you. It's just a suggestion.
Hey man, leave my hard cider out of this. I only drink it once every few months, and only to get rid of really bad headaches.
Now meet Brendan Doig, a supervisor at the shop, who is on the autistic spectrum.
Hello, I am Dr. Hipster Jen, and I am also part of the autism spectrum, specifically Asperger's, or Asperger's. Unfortunately, Demon Tilly is not available to introduce herself at the time being, so you got just me. Let's see what you got, buddy.
There's certain things about manga that I think appeal to autistic people. Everything's fairly bombastic and dramatic. There's no subtlety in manga, really. Even something about people, it's just people talking.
That's a try-hard smile if I ever see one.
Is drawn in such a way that it's huge. I'm quite good at knowing. You just need to be aware of the telltale signs of it, whether it's putting their hands together.
You mean something like this?
like this in front of something they really like, that's usually a sign. There's no middle ground. You either really, really love something and that's your end all and be all, that's your day, and there's other things that you hate, and that's just the way it is. It's not really hate, you just don't care, you don't have any opinion on it.
Now, you can tell he's not really a bad person. And the scene where he got introduced, that's the face of what am I doing with my life. Now, he did state out something correct. Us autistic people are usually so into that one thing and ignore or hate the rest. But again, that is not strictly for anime and manga. Here's an example. There's an old friend of mine back in elementary, which I still have connections with, luckily. He was, and still is, to this point, obsessed with cars. He knows what car modules are by just looking at it. He knows the anatomy, the engines, the names, and details. The list goes on. He loves it. And he's going for a degree on mechanical engineer. Are you going to make a video called Why Do Autistic People Really Love Engineering? BBC, you need to get your head out of your ass. You clearly have no idea what to make news out of, and you can't deny that. Honestly, you could have done a much better report by stating out something different like beauty of anime and manga, or what makes anime and manga so entertaining, or suggestions for beginners, or something like that, and use Hideki Nugent's story as a major factor on those reports. But instead, you use autism. Fucking brilliant, BBC. Fucking brilliant.
When you get those people, it's really fun for us because that's kind of where we are on the realm of kind of loving this stuff.
Aware that the exhibitionism of the staff might put off some autistic people, the shop has devised a strategy to get round this.
Oh boy, let's hear it.
We've come up with Coco's Calm Tuesday. So Coco Monkey is our mascot, and we have a picture of him meditating. Tuesday will be the day that we recommend our customers to come who want a much more calmer environment. So we'll turn the music down and we'll wind down our staff a little bit as well.
To be honest, it sounds more for everyone that just wants a quiet Tuesday while reading manga and watching anime. It does not sound like it's just for autistic people. You know, again, it sounds like it's for everyone, not just autistics. Very certain it wasn't near his intentions to make it for autistic people. And again, most of these people are not bad. They're not special snowflakes. They're not SJWs. These are just casuals. And then there's BBC. And that's it. That's a report BBC did. Well, quote-unquote report. Well, in conclusion, everyone, if you love to watch anime, you're autistic. If you love to read manga, you're autistic. If you love to fap to hentai, you're autistic. Do you guys not see the issue here? Seriously, this is the reason why me and Teddy are so upset about this report, because it's implying that every otaku that exists out there are autistic, when you clearly know that's not the case. It's just not. This does not have anything to do with autism. This is just a personal interest with otakus who, just in occasion, happen to have certain autistic people, including me and Teddy. And it's like, oh dude, that otaku is an autistic. And that otaku over there is an autistic too. This must be something. Let's make a report on. Fucking genius, BBC. Fucking genius.
Well said, Hipster. And for the record, I have high-functioning autism, also known as Asperger's syndrome, and dyslexia. But I wouldn't say that you and I are angry at this video for the same reasons. I'm angry at this video, and more importantly BBC, because they overshadowed Hideki Nugent's story with autism. It's insulting on so many levels. The man had an actually interesting story, and it gets overshadowed by two autistic people, one of which isn't even fucking there. Not only does it insult Hideki Nugent and his staff, it also insults autistic people because we are used to belittle the accomplishments of this man. And that's wrong. It's wrong to use autistic people to belittle the accomplishments of another person. And BBC should feel ashamed of themselves that they did. But they don't. And that's what really pisses me off. Thanks for coming to watch, and with that, we are out.